Hi guys, and welcome to Watch It Wednesday, episode 69. So today I'm going to show you, because sometimes I just come out with the measurements, and I've had people say, how do you come up with your ideas? How do you decide? So a lot of it goes with my layers kit that I do. So if you guys have watched my live on this, I showed how I created this and used this, you know, not daily, but almost 2 to 3 times a week when I'm working on layouts. So I have my fun little case here with all my numbered pieces inside. So I'll usually take these out. I'll take out my base, look, and I'll grab out different sizes to start with. Figure out, do I want to do this? No. Do I want to do this? Maybe. So that's how I kind of come about it. And then when I go for color choices, I'm using my color coach that I also have shown before. So let's show you what I'm going to do today. So I've decided for my base that I'm going to do the normal 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4 1/4. So let me go ahead and score this at 4 1/4. Get that lined up on both the edges to make sure that we have a good middle crease. All right, so there's my base. Now I gotta come up with pieces. Now, if you're using designer series paper, you usually, let me just show you what I mean by that. You usually can go by the colors that are in the designer series paper. Let's say if we were using that. You would go with the colors from that designer series paper. If you're not using designer series paper, then I'll usually get out my color coach and just see what looks good up against it. So this is Orchid Opulence. So I think what I'm going to do is, I think I want to get Tahitian Tide, which works because I'm trying to use a lot of the in colors they're going to be retiring. So let's go ahead and do a layer of Tahitian Tide. And then I think over that, for my next piece, I will probably just do a vanilla type color. And then, so I get out these pieces, and then I think for my strip, I will use, I don't think this is 5.5 long. It's not. Let me see if I have one in here that's 5.5 long, or can be. There we go. All right. And as you can see from this DSP, it does have some of those same colors in there. So, happy coincidence. I didn't plan it that way. So let's go ahead and cut out our pieces from this then. So we're going to make this, put it back underneath there. We're going to make this 1 1/4 by 5.5. So what I'm going to do first is figure out how much sky and how much, if I go 5.5 that way, I'm cutting off a lot of that. If I cut it this way, I'm going to get rid of a lot of that blue that matches up to that. So I think I'm going to do just a little bit off of the bottom of this. And then go there. Again, looking to see, am I cutting off a lot of that blue? Still feel like I'm cutting off too much of that blue. So I am going to, at this point, just take off the rest of that dark green that's down there. And then we're going to make this 1 1/4. And I'll be cutting off that red, which is kind of good, because I really I'm not going to have like Sweet Sorbet or any of that inside of my card. So it's good to kind of cut off that. All right, so then we're going to make this, again, here's my layers. So this is going to be 3 1/4 by 2. Those can go into my little strip stack. And then this is going to be 1 3/4 by 3. can get thrown away. That could have been a sentiment layer, but I already squished it, so it's in the garbage. All right, so let's put these off to the side. These are my guides. So here are your card pieces for today's challenge. Let me get that so that it's laying down flat. There we go. So you have your base card. You have either cardstock or DSP that's 2 by 3 1/4. You have a basic white, very vanilla, or light colored cardstock that's 1 3/4 by 3. And you have a strip that's 1 1/4 by 5 1/2. All right, guys, that's it. Thanks a lot. We'll see you on Friday to finish it up.